going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be doing a very interesting video. It's going to be a raw talk of me just giving you guys 5 reasons why you should never want to get into the warehouse job market or ever want to get even remotely close to working a warehouse job. Me myself personally, I've been working at a warehouse for about 13 years. I'm 30. I started when I was 19. And while the money is good, I can't complain about my money, my benefits. That's probably where it stops. You know, this is going to be aimed more towards like the younger crowd, Gen Z, who's not in the job market or don't have a job yet, but they're looking to get a job and they don't know where they want to work. I know people tell you, oh, get you a good warehouse job. You might hear that from the older generations. And let me tell you, you don't want to do that. And I got 5 good reasons why you should never want to get into this field. I got them wrote down here in my handy dandy black book. All right, so the first reason you should never want to get a warehouse job is it is so time consuming, bro. The company that I work for, I will not say that company name, but I work 49 hours a week.
I called for help twice and not a fuck you, what do you need, or nothing.
That's 8 hours a day, Monday through Friday. And then on Saturdays, we work 9 hours. And I just got lucky enough with enough seniority to get to first shift where we work from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. And on Saturdays, we work 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. But before that, I was working on second shift, which was 2 p.m. to 10 o'clock at night. And on Saturdays, you work until midnight.
Oh my God.
And for anybody who's young, you know how valuable your time is. Well, it's not just young people, but young and old people, but how valuable your time is. And when you're in a factory 6 days a week from 2 p.m. to 12 p.m. on Saturdays, like,
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad!
like your whole social life is gone unless you go out at night on the weekends. That's what I used to do when I was younger. On second shift, I would go out on the weekends after work. So I'll be getting to the club at like 1 a.m. Like, you know, like when you get off work, usually I would get off work, shower, hop on the game, stay up a little bit, watch TV, chill with my girl, and go to sleep. And then I'm waking up doing the next day all over again. Luckily, I got to first shift after working for the company for 10 years, which is crazy. I finally got on first shift, so I got a little bit more flexibility and free time. But like the time that you spend at the place is ridiculous. And on top of that, there be people that be going above and beyond for these companies, for the company that we work for, and they be working like 60, 70 hours a week.
Oh! You got 30 minutes early again?
Yeah, I had to clock in early. I like to get a head start.
I would never understand it. I just don't understand why people want to spend so much time in there. Like, it's ridiculous. And you know, everywhere you work, you always gonna have those teacher pet workers, the workers that want to try to get ahead and stab you in the back, and the work snitches and all that. But like, it's just ridiculous how much time you waste in that, in like a warehouse job. Like, to me, that's the number one thing. Like, when I hear people say, oh, what you doing this weekend when we get off on Saturdays, I'm like, we don't even get a weekend. We get like 24 hours. And then we get like half of the day when we get off on Saturday from 3 until it's just so much time. And like I said, if you want to be like a manager or something, you're going to be working more than 49 hours. You're working like 60, 70 hours. You got to stay over to help with manpower and all this other stuff. Like, there's so much time that goes into working in a warehouse. And that's just the company that I work for. I can just imagine other warehouses. So that's the number one reason. The number 2 reason is it really is pretty much like a dead-end job. When I say dead-end job, when I think of a dead-end job, I think about a dead end in the neighborhood. When you get to it and you can't get out, it's like you go into like a cul-de-sac and you drive and like there's no way out. That's kind of how it feels working at a warehouse job. Yeah, sure, you can move up in the company, get a manager position, but like I said, it's so time-consuming that you're going to be wasting more time of your life, putting in blood, sweat, and tears in for a company that will replace you at the drop of a dime. Like, it's crazy. That's why I think it's a dead-end job, because yeah, you can move up, but what are you really getting out of it? like a little bit extra money and get to tell people what to do, that's really it. Like, to me, it's not worth it. I feel like if you're gonna be a manager, you should want to do that for your own self, your own company. I don't think that you should be putting 70 hours into a company when you don't have nothing going on for your own business or your own self, or like YouTube or just anything. It's like you're putting all this time and energy into a company, and then at the end of it all, you get a retirement after you still got to work 30 years to get your retirement. And like, I don't know, I feel like the old generation, it worked for them, but the way that, the millennials and Gen Z is coming up, we see how Gen X and boomers came up and how they look miserable. Like, there's people still working at the company I work for. They've been in it for like 40 years, and they're not even like a manager. They're just like, a team leader or something. They're not even like, it's just like you put 40 years into this company and you look miserable. Some of them can barely walk. They like limping in. It's just like, other than, like I said, other than the benefits and the money, what are you really getting out of working for this company? It's like, this is a dead end job to me. Like, there's really not much room to grow in the company unless you just want to spend all your living days in there 24/7, bro. And like I said, Gen Z and millennials, I feel like, especially Gen Z, the way y'all are coming up, there's no need for y'all to be working for a warehouse job and to be like grinding it out when you could be putting all of that energy into like your YouTube channel or starting your own business. It's so much easier today than it ever was to like get into starting your own business. So that's the second reason. Number 3, no sunlight. Bro, the company I work for, most warehouse jobs don't have windows. Like, when you go into the warehouse, like, yeah, when you first walk in, there's windows, but the further you go into the warehouse, the less sunlight it is. Now imagine being in a place for 8 hours a day with no sunlight, like literally no sunlight. And then when you finally do walk out, the sun is like beaming in your eye because you've been in basically darkness for the past 8 hours. Like, that's one thing that's like one of my biggest pet peeves, is like the fact that I'm working 8 hours and I can't even see the sun. And like, yeah, I could go out on my breaks to go and get some sunlight, but it's like they give you a 15-minute break and a 30-minute break. And by the time you get to your car for your 30-minute break and you like sit down, you only got like 15 minutes rest left of your lunch break. So it's like, it's not even worth it. So go outside. But I mean, to me, that's just crazy. Like, I guess I should have wrote that as a reason too. The short breaks that we get. Most people get like hour lunches. Nah, we get 30 minutes. One 30-minute break and one 15-minute break. That's it. A 15-minute break, you can barely do anything. Go to the restroom, grab a snack, and then go back to your station. Pointless. So yeah, no sunlight. Crazy. Number 4, work drama. Toxic workplace. I'm 30 years old. I see people married with kids coming in there and they live in a whole different lifestyle than what they spouse know. I be seeing grown men cheating on their wives, grown women cheating on their husbands, going up in there, being toxic, trying to flirt with the young girls, the old men trying to get with the young girls, the old women trying to get with the young boys, people tricking. It's just like, the managers are toxic. The managers sleeping with the workers. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all's companies do the same thing, but like, and I feel like in a warehouse it's different, bro. Like, these people be ruthless. Like, people will come up to you like, oh yeah, I'm doing such and such with my wife this weekend, blah blah blah. And I don't know if they remember that they telling you this stuff, but then they'll go and talk to a girl down there and they be like hugging up on her, like kissing them on the neck. I see this stuff every day. People, there's been fights in there. The work drama is ridiculous in warehouse. I feel like people just don't know how to act. It's something about like the no windows. I feel like people act like they can't be seen, or like, I don't know, people just be doing too much. It's just like, it really be feeling like high school up in there. I've seen fights. I've seen people managers yelling at regular workers yelling at managers. I've gotten to it with managers. People try to big dog you, little bro you. backstabbing, people doing whatever they can to not work, people hiding. Just so much drama, fake friends, all of it. And that's why, like, when I go in there, I keep my head down, put my headphones in, do my work, and get up out of there. Because I feel like Gen X and Boomers are way worse than like millennials and Gen Z, because like they be in they big ages and they still be like acting like they in high school and college. It's like so toxic and weird. Like it's like grown people who never grew up. And since they don't have nothing going on outside of the place, that they go to the place and that's where they thrive. Like people be thriving in there, working 12 hours a day, like being creepy with the young girls. Like I've never experienced anything like it in my life. Mind you, this is only my second job, but I'm doing everything I can to get out. Like that's why I've been trying to get on my YouTube grind and like start my own business, because I cannot see myself working at this company for 40 years. Like it's just crazy. And the last final reason I feel like nobody, especially my young people, should not want to work a warehouse job is the wear and tear on your body. Now I know not every warehouse job is the same, but most of the time if you're working at a warehouse, you're gonna be either lifting, pulling, building, doing something to that degree, and after a while your body is going to shut down. I'm not shut down, where all of our bodies are going to shut down eventually, but break down. And I've been working there, like I said, 13 years. I'm 30 and I'm just now starting to feel the effects of like my hands. Like my hands are starting to just like hurt. That's why like I try to like move jobs every 6 months, but like just doing the same motions every day is going to kill your hands, your legs, your hips. And that's why I said earlier in the video, we have like older people who can barely walk because they've been working there so long. And it's always the people that have been there for like 20 plus years that be like limping and old people. And you just feel so bad. But it's like, you know, Boomers and Gen X, they don't know nothing else but to work for a company for 30 years and be the best worker you can be and work hard, and you'll become a manager. Like, you know, the old way, the old American dream, like all of that nonsense. Like you just feel bad because they literally wasted their whole lives. And then on top of that, they don't even want to retire. So it's harder for us younger people to like get into like more chill positions because they don't want to retire. And I kind of feel like they be like resenting us, so they stay longer. Like I don't know anybody who's a millennial or Gen Z who wants to work for 40 years. If you do, let me know, because I want to know why. Me, I want to retire now. But like I said, there'd be like older men, they be taking pride in, oh, I'm not going to retire. I'm going to work till I die. I'm going to be the top worker. Meanwhile, people, they don't even care about you. They'll replace you tomorrow. We have people literally die on the line at work, and they'll just call the ambulance, roll you off, and keep it moving. Like nothing ever, like nothing ever happened. That's how much they don't care about you. And these older people still be like going so hard for the company. And I just, for the life of me, I will never understand it. But like I said, hopefully if you're a Gen Z and hopefully you're looking for a job, because I know a lot of younger people, they claim don't want to work, but you got to make money somehow. And I feel like y'all need to realize that you have to work. We all have to work, but that don't mean you have to stay. You can always make something for yourself, start your own business, do your YouTube, do your Twitch, do whatever you got to do, but just you got to start somewhere. You got to make the money to start your business. So you got to do that, but make sure that when you do it, you don't do it in the warehouse. I'm gonna conclude this video. If you guys enjoyed this content, make sure you smash that like button, share it with some friends, share it with some people who are looking for jobs. Tell them do not get a warehouse job. Drop a comment, let me know what you think. Let me know if you work at a warehouse. Let me know some of the crazy experiences you've encountered working at these warehouses. I would love to hear those, because I got stories for days. And yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.